Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode, a very strange episode I didn't mean to happen. Hello, this is Sam here. Okay, so this is what happened. Basically, I recorded this like I would normally with the voiceover, and if you watched the episode before this, you may have sensed something wrong with the audio in that the gameplay was really loud and my voice had ended up really small, and I don't know how, but this one, this whole episode ended up with me renovating, which I was really happy with. I do the kitchen, a bit more of the lounge, the dining room. I'm really happy with what I did. But then I went to edit the other one and I was like, oh dear, because the whole of this is in build mode, which means the music, which means deafening music. And you can barely hear what I'm saying. I'm just faffing around, really. You're not missing much. But I thought instead I didn't want to miss this, because the whole point of this challenge is to renovate these rooms. That's the point of it. So a whole episode of renovating the rooms. Anyway, so you've got editing Sam. A very annoyed editing Sam. It's ever since I started recording Animal Crossing. It just seems to have mucked about with everything. I mean, I'm loving it, but still. Anyway, here we are in the kitchen. I had a cheeky look in the Christmas presents, and we got a little spice rack, which I lovingly placed by the oven. For the kitchen, I just decided I made it a bit longer, a bit more space, just moved a few things around, and then I wanted some more clutter items. There are young siblings, two young adults now, so I wanted it to be still, I'm trying to keep it in keeping with the old house, with the original bits and pieces. So the idea is that's the original stone floor, but the actual furniture is still, has that younger look to it. That's what I'm going for. I decide to change up the oven just because it's a rubbish oven, and that's a really good fridge. I don't know how much that levels each other out. Does anybody actually know? I've never thought about that really before. Comments down below. If you have a really good fridge and a really terrible oven, does it sort of, level each other out? So if you had like a 10 fridge and a 1 oven, would you get 5 food, or the other way around? There's a thought for you. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, I changed the oven. I think the blue one, the dark blue one I went with. We've got a new rug. We've got a new rug down there. This is me just picking the table for in here. Again, I went with a light coloured wood for this, because here's me just trying all the different colours, but no, I went for the lighter coloured wood. And I found some of have you noticed the things in the pack seem to be getting cheaper? Is that just me? Because there's a couple of really nice bits in the new Eco Lifestyle pack that are like 20-50 simoleons. So, yeah. So here's, I'm choosing the floor. Oh no, I'm choosing the walls. I wanted it bright. And those light fixtures we're going with, they're the original light fixtures for the house. So you can't change them. You wouldn't want to change them. So we're going with green. I go for the ever so slightly darker green because it is a dining room. And then it's picking the floor. So I went with the Eco Living or Eco Lifestyle floor, the hexagon one, but in dark. So it kind of matches with the arches there a bit better, and lets the table stand out. And then the chairs. Oh, the chairs. I wanted to use these director's chairs because they're like Comfort 4 and I think 200 odd simoleons. So I was really thinking about them. And then the lounge is like got these, no, there you go, yellows and oranges and stuff. So I figured these two rooms aren't linked, but they have just through archways you're there. So I thought in the end, there's me looking at the orange. I decide not to use that chair because I don't like the crossy bits at the bottom. But I go with these in the end just because they match the next room. And then, of course, you've got to get a rug. I'm terrible at picking rugs. But this one, this sort of with the darker greens and stuff, I just really liked it. It's not something I'd normally go for. But for some reason, I think because the houses I'm looking at so old, like 16th century, let's go with that, I really wanted more sort of modern, brighter looks, because it is all this really dark brick. It's supposed to be based on the house in Wuthering Heights, after all. So I just really wanted to brighten it up for them and have a bit of colour, I think. And, no, I don't think it's a bookcase. I think it's just a shelving unit at the end there. That's from the Eco Lifestyle, and it was 50 simoleons. To the right, that bookshelf on the wall, that's 20 simoleons. I mean, come on. My favourite bit in the whole Sims, for some reason, that suitcase with the books on. I just really like it. It just adds this nice eclectic look. I don't know why I was thinking of putting some coats in the corner there, but I put that away again. I want to have, I considered her, but then thought, no, you don't want her staring at you while you're eating your food. That like skeleton, he's like 120 simoleons or something. That's pretty good, I'd say, for what I would have thought was kind of, very expensive stuff, but there you go. We end up with the plants. I just go 2 in each corner because I thought it looked jaunty. So there you go, pretty much done there. I was explaining, I'm leaving the walls because I want him to paint. And there's a couple of spaces in there perfect for his painting. So I'm leaving the walls. Here I am going through the new nifty knitting pack. And I go mad. I just go mad. There's such cute stuff in there. So I get some of these balls of yarn and size them up. So you'd get big balls of yarn, I think. I think that's acceptable. So just a bit more of the knitting stuff around, because they are really into knitting. I don't necessarily tell them to knit. They just kind of start. There's the loom thing. It's supposed to go on a desk, but I thought it looked nice down there. So just a couple of things on the shelves just to fill up this space. This is from the nifty knitting pack as well, and I think it's adorable. And I sized it up, and I'm not sorry. And the wood matches the rug. So there we are. I'm happy. Also, I felt I had enough money because actually some of those roses, they fall off. I didn't even move them, but they fell off, and then my inventory, and in the end I find them and I sell them. So we do a bit more in the conservatory as well, but I wanted this, even though it's just a walk through, I really wanted this decorated, but I couldn't find what I wanted. I wanted wood panels so it looked like they were the original wood panels, but a really bright light paint. But they all look so dowdy. I think I end up with the Get Famous. I think it was the Get Famous pack one. I think that's the pack it was from. I'm pretty sure. Or Glamour. The Glamour one. I can't remember, but I faff about so long with this. It's probably good I'm speeding it up. But I even think of some tiles, but nothing worked. There you go. I end up with this one because it's still dark, but it's actually shiny, and it still gives you a little bit of something. So I sort of walk through. Hi, Jessie. He's not happy, bless him. But I thought that worked quite well. Sort of the older house. I'm selling the flowers and getting more money, but the older house with that kind of look. Yeah, I was happy with that. So I think with the extra money, am I putting a couple of more bits in there? I think I was just showing the rooms, but yeah, we decided to put a bit more in the conservatory. Just this is from the Eco Lifestyle as well. I really like that. It's a conservatory, it's supposed to be light and bright, and that's just the Pure Expressions, I think, from Spa Day. So there's that. And finally we get him a chess table. So that's kind of near the flowers, so you can sit there, you're looking out at the window and you've got the flowers there. Eventually we'll have flowers all the way along there. And then I think woodwork would be very useful. I'm desperately trying to look for it, and in the end I just put woodwork in because it's under the guitar. I don't know, I don't expect it to be there. So he's got this area, the sort of making area, and this area is her kind of wellness, peaceful area. So she's got a couple of plants there, and I put a screen in the middle of the two as well, when I can actually find the screen, and I think that's my money gone. I want a bit more done here, a bit more, another rug, a few more decorations and stuff, but I sort of go through it after I've pretty much done, except for the odd little extra bit, that side of the house. So we've got the hallway, I'm showing it off now. We've got the hallway, that open area, the sort of sitting area upstairs, and their bedrooms and the spare rooms. We're doing really well on this challenge. I didn't think that we would, but we are. But anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to give it a like and subscribe and all of that wonderful, amazing stuff that would just simply make my day. But I hope this episode's okay, a bit of a weird one, and I will try and sort my audio out. Anyway, bye.